Hey, gorgeous souls. So happy to have you here as always. Thank you so much for gracing my space with your presence, choosing to connect today. It is a gorgeous, amazing Friday morning. If you are seeing this when it is first being uploaded, it is Friday. It is the end of the week. We have great vibes going. If you're catching this at a later date, then you're just picking up on all those great vibes that'll be infused in this reading today. So before we get started, I just want to go ahead and say a few things regarding, of course, subscribing is so important and so meaningful and impactful to my channel and its growth and expansion. So please be sure to do so if you come across this channel and this video and enjoy the content that you are getting. If you feel inclined to support the channel in other ways as well, there are means to do so. I have all of the information available both in the description box below as well as in a comment that will always be included, I think, just beneath the pinned comment. The pinned comment will contain the timestamps and some other relevant information, and then the comment below that is all the ways that you can help support and encourage the growth here at Aeipathy. So that's all out of the way. Also, private readings are available, and I highly encourage you to seek me out if you feel guided to do so. I have just gotten back into private readings, and I'm loving the energy there, feeling so good to be back. And I'd love to connect with you and kind of take a deeper look at your individual energy and circumstances through a private session. So again, if that's something that you feel like you would be interested in doing, go ahead and drop me an email and I will go ahead and get you set up. We can discuss all of the details for a private service. Now, we are going to be doing a pretty extensive, pretty thorough reading today. We're going to be doing a total energetic check-in of your person. So what's going on with your person? But we're not just going to go ahead and check into feelings, for example, or thoughts or intentions. We're going to look at everything across the board today. So we're going to look at, first of all, what energy is your person sitting in regarding the connection? Then what are their thoughts, their feelings, their intentions, their next actions potentially, just everything that you need to know all in one place, all in one reading today. This will be the exhaustive reading that you need if you want current energy and pretty much the complete lowdown on what's happening with your person. So I picked some awesome piles for you with these lovely color combinations to match my mood. We have for you lots of aqua vibes, orange, coral. We have, of course, featuring the Muse Tarot here with those lovely coral borders, the indie version, one of my favorite decks. So I'm a little biased, but that's my personal favorite today. However, all three of these piles are incredible and all three are independently created as well. So pile 1 is going to be the Journey of the Sacred Bee Tarot with the rose quartz. We have for pile 2 the Lonely Ice Tarot with the what is that? Chrysocolla. That's Chrysocolla. That's right. And then pile 3, again, that beautiful Muse Tarot with the orange calcite or peach calcite, perhaps. Not sure which, but either way, it worked. So let's just go with it. Take a moment to reflect over whichever deck is drawing you in most or whichever crystal is calling to you most, or feel free to check the timestamps below. Again, available in the description box as well as in a pinned comment in the comment section. And I will meet you over at your pile in just a moment for your reading. Hey, pile 1. Oh my good holy wobbliness. All right, we're here, we're ready, and I am so excited to be doing this total check-in reading. I've never done a reading like this before. I've always kind of pieced it out and focused and concentrated the energy in one specific area of your person. But today we're going to be taking a look at everything, and again, getting a very exhaustive sort of look or check-in into this person, your person of interest, whoever you're thinking of, to get their total sort of temperature, if you will, on everything related to this person and yourself and the connection itself. So the person's thoughts, feelings, actions, intentions, their overall energy towards you, what they may be hiding, or their hidden deeper emotions that they're not sharing with you, or if there's no contact, just whatever the circumstances. I feel like this will be the reading, the be all to end all reading to help you kind of get a firm grasp on what's actually going on. So pile 1, you chose this beautiful rose quartz or rose calcite. I'm not exactly sure which. I kind of go back and forth. At any rate, we also have for you the Journey of the Sacred Bee Tarot, this beautiful teal deck. We're going to start with the tarot, of course, but I have Oracle that I will be pulling out for you. And we're going to just take a look at everything going on with your person. We're going to get super nosy today. We're going to get the tea, as they say, as well, or the coffee, or whatever you want to call it. We're going to get the lowdown. I love saying all those words that date me because I don't think that's something people really say anymore, but That's all right. We're going to get like literally just every detail you could possibly imagine. We're going to dive deep and find out what is going on with this person and within your connection. How are they feeling about it? How are they viewing it? What are their thoughts and their intentions, their actions, next moves, whatever you want to say. So whatever it is that you're needing to know about your person, we're going to go ahead and discuss it today. Get ready though, buckle up, because this could be a very triggering reading, you know, anything at all could come through. Excuse me, I'm having a bit of allergies this morning. Anything could come through at all, and you want to just make sure you're in the best energy possible to receive those insights, because you know what could come through could be a little bit difficult to challenging to process. So just be sure again that you are open and receptive, ready and willing to hear the insights that Spirit's going to bring forth on your person. Remember that clarity is always so valuable and super important, and it serves a purpose regardless. It's always very freeing. So we want to know. With that said too, select your sign if you feel called to do so. A sign can be anything at all, and that just helps to anchor the messages and further foster that loving, trusting, wonderful, magical relationship that we have with Source Energy. They're always trying to guide us and communicate with us in the best way possible, easiest, most efficient way possible as well. And when you give them a sign, give them an open channel and a means to do so with some symbology, they will come through and answer. You will not only usually see the sign show up in the reading itself where you've asked for it, but in other areas of your life as well. So it's super fun. Let's go ahead and just get first an energetic look at what's going on with your person. So what energy are they sitting in? Pile 1's person, what energy are they sitting in regarding Pile 1? We have the 10 of Wands, oppression, the Lovers, the 7 of Pentacles, patience, and the 4 of Pentacles, power. This person is definitely hanging back, not really taking a lot of action at this present time. I feel like it's a very kind of stagnant, stubborn energy. We have Justice clarifying the 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands, persistence for the Lovers, the Queen of Wands for patience, or the 7 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Wands, virtue. There's so much energy here of waiting, of planning, of preparing, strategizing, but not actually taking any action. And the reason being, the overall energy that is supporting the reading is the 9 of Swords, despair. This person's really up in their head. We haven't even gotten to thoughts yet, but they're up in their head. They're definitely overthinking a lot of components of this connection. I think that there's a time element referenced here. Perhaps you've even indicated to this person that there is some type of time restraints, or you're not, you know, it feels like there's just been a message communicated or some type of energetic acknowledgement that you're not going to be waiting around forever, obviously, for this person, or that you've been waiting for quite some time, and that clock, that time is sort of running out. We also have here the Lovers, which can reference multiple parties, or it can just, again, reference this idea of needing to make a decision, sort of ruminating and taking a lot of time and space to energetically, you know, it feels like ready themselves, and yet that's really not fully happening. This person right now is attempting to rebalance and gain clarity, sort of weigh their options, it feels, and also get to a place or a point where they are seeing the truth and the reality of the situation, which I do feel is sort of blocked right now. With this 10 of Wands oppressive energy coming through with Justice as a clarifier, this is to say that things are not very clear for your person at this time, or they don't truly see the right way forward. In contrast, I'm also getting a separate message that for some of you, especially if this, you know, this energy is related to a third party, this could actually be them needing to sort of do things in a very honest and sincere, genuine way, or a moral way. They have to uphold their morals, and they have to do something that is technically the right thing, or what they feel is the right thing to do, but it's very much a burden to continue to do so. So take that as it resonates, twofold. Two messages in one, but definitely this person needing to come into or discover their personal truth and live it, because right now I don't think that that's something they're completely embodying, and it's causing, again, a lot of overwhelm and a lot of, you know, just stress and it says despair. The Lovers here clarified by the 9 of Wands. This person hasn't given up on this connection. I do think there is some level of disconnect. especially with the Seven of Pentacles, patience here. I do think that this is something that, again, you both are still invested in, especially your person. With the Nine of Wands, persistence, they're not giving up. So even though you haven't heard from them, or perhaps there's been, a disparity of some sort, emotionally, physically, literally with regards to communication, when I see this Justice card here with this large sword, that makes me think of the Sword of Truth, which can represent communication as well, like Ace of Swords energy. So communication may be lacking or strained to some degree. But regardless, this person is not choosing to step away yet. This person is still hanging on. They still feel, like they want more out of this connection, like they hope for more, and they want to plan and sort of strategize and work towards that, especially with this Three of Wands, virtue. Again, virtue and justice, both cards of honor, sort of doing things the right way, wanting to do things the right way, and wanting to be, again, sincere and genuine. They don't want any of this disingenuous energy kind of coming into the mix of this connection. The Lovers, though, again, making a choice, and it's something that they're resisting or hesitating to do. They're really sort of tiptoeing around that energy. And I think that that's also what's contributing, of course, to this time issue. They're really making you wait. The Four of Pentacles, power. I do feel as though they are currently taking steps in another direction in terms of perhaps work or focusing their attention elsewhere. Doesn't feel necessarily, if there is a third party, that I'm not seeing anything really significant to speak to them desiring to be with anyone else. It actually, for me, Four of Wands, or Four of Pentacles rather, power is about gaining personal power, personal groundedness and security and firmness, sort of a deep rootedness. The Four of Pentacles traditionally in tarot often represents someone who is sitting, very stoically hanging on and preserving all of their pentacles. They're in contact. The imagery shows and depicts the person literally in contact and touching each of the four pentacles. And it just, again, is a representation of, could be restriction or limitation, could be self-limitation in this case, but it's the need to, conserve or reserve and hang on to something tightly. I don't think they want to let this go. At the same time, again, with power here, I think that they are doing some planning and preparations in another direction, but it feels like it helps to support this connection in the long run, or that's the way that they view it and see it. With the Three of Wands here, definitely an energy of optimism, especially with that sun, prominently displayed at the top of the card. But we also have, again, this energy of waiting, of no action, of everything being energetic, but really nothing is flowing through and translating into concrete, actual action. So let's take a look at how your person is feeling. How are they feeling? We're actually going to do feelings are going to be up top, thoughts down below. And as I say that, we get half the deck to spill out on the floor, which tells me that your person is all over the place with their thoughts and feelings. And I do think that's represented also in the Nine of Swords energy. For pile one, person's thoughts, pile one's person's thoughts up top, feelings up top and thoughts down below. So how are they feeling? The Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, interference, absolutely coming up over that third party energy. The Lovers, that choice. We have the Sun and we have the Tower. Thoughts just below. Five of Wands, which is strife in this deck. The Empress. The Nine of Pentacles, gain. And the Hanged One. All right, let's get some Oracle as well on the table. First, we have the Elemental Oracle. This is a beautiful deck. I actually featured these cards as the cover cards for yesterday's reading. That reading about your struggles and contrasts, how you can overcome them, transcend them. It was a great reading. Really enjoyed that one. Check it out if you feel called to. Groundedness, gravity, number 39. As I said, this person is trying to, have a bit more of a secure and grounded perspective and approach to this connection and in their life overall. It's almost like an energy of getting serious about things, but there's a lot of weightiness with that, a lot of stress. To make equal, the equator, number 5. change indicated here as well. Fives in tarot are all about transformation, change, higher learning. We have also the Five of Wands coming out for you, which is strife here. So challenges and obstacles. This person is definitely feeling very, they're seeing you and viewing you, feeling about you, that you are just like this super abundant individual that is so worthy of their time and attention, and that you are literally the perfect partner. So for feelings, we have the Queen of Pentacles. That's wife energy or spousal energy. Gender is irrelevant in tarot. It's just about the energies embodied in the card. So we have here with the Queen of Pentacles, that spousal energy, that's like long-term partner material. Of course, Pentacles being very, again, grounded and secure and stable. We also have in their thoughts the Empress. So they're both feeling it and seeing it and knowing and understanding that you are a high value person, and that you really are so deserving, and that you would make them the happiest, that there is no one else above you. And in truth, we have the Sun here coming out for feelings as well. They do feel so much peace and harmony and just beauty, happiness and joy with you. And it really honestly is just, it's such a beautiful energy that comes through of their feelings and how they're viewing you, what they see in this connection, the potential that exists within you and in you as a person, and within the two of you in terms of union. But again, we have the Five of Wands, so that another five in tarot. All the fives always represent challenges. It actually literally says strife here. It can be an obstacle. Of course, we see here also the Eight of Swords, interference, which is a pretty concrete obstacle. This is either self-limitation, or as it indicates, interference of a third party. Again, we had that coming up over that Lover's energy, which can also indicate another individual or party to the mix. So as much as they're feeling so wonderful about this, or still viewing you and seeing you in such a great light and understanding the potential, they're holding themselves back. They're definitely withdrawing and not coming forward, allowing these obstacles, these interferences, this struggle that they're having, to hold them back. As I said, also with that Four of Pentacles, we now have the Nine of Pentacles, gain, which is an independent energy. Nines in tarot are all about independence and solitary action or individual pursuits. And in this case, the Nine of Pentacles is about, that individual fulfillment, seeking things that are going to make themselves happy, sort of being self-focused and, very practically minded, with it being Pentacles energy, perhaps related again to work or just betterment of their own self in their own life at this time. They are feeling very stuck, held up, while they've been sitting back, really restricted, not wanting to come forward or being hesitant, overthinking things. They are also coming into a lot of alignment, a lot of awareness. I'm hearing about the connection. A lot of insights are coming through to them. They're starting to heed their intuition more, understanding and really feeling into the energy of the situation to gain a higher perspective on it. Look at how in this Hanged One or Hanged Man card, which of course is traditionally an energy of someone who's self-suspending or surrendering to what is. But as they're in this period of inaction, there's a lot going on in that cerebral or that intuitive, sort of like that head space versus intuitive space, both coming together. And again, just having this aha moment, this enlightenment, where the ego self sort of breaks down a bit. The 5D source energy can come through and really awaken this person and give them some of those great insights that they're needing to have, again, a better vantage point or a better perspective on this situation. So that is happening for them. Look at all this beautiful purple, also reminiscent of, again, the crown chakra. So this element of awareness and enlightenment, awakening, and just in touch with that beautiful source energy. But the tower here feels to be what they're avoiding, which is, kind of a collapse of something, a foundation or something that's already in place. I'm really feeling like for some of them, they already have a partner. With this, to make equal the equator, this is yin and yang energy for me, light and dark coming together in perfect balance. So for some of you, this is about the desire, again, to ground and to have things be equal and balanced and to come back together in perfect harmony. But for others of you, I'm really getting a strong energy that there already is a partner in place. They already have a counterpart. And that's the issue that you're currently facing, is despite their strong feelings, or even, again, their 3D sort of mindset, their acknowledgement, you know, in their mindset that they know this is a great connection worth pursuing. They just can't get past their anxiety. They can't get past, you know, the perceived overwhelmment of these obstacles, this tower energy kind of looming that they try so hard to resist and not allow that tower to fall, not allow any of that destructive, chaotic force to come forward. They know that that's what would happen if they were to come forward and come back into your field of awareness and connect with you. So let's go ahead and see what else we need to know for pile 1, your person. What else do we need to know that's going on with pile 1's person? 2 of Pentacles, change. So change is on the horizon either way. We had all those 5s. As I said, it's coming. The moon, definitely something hidden beneath the surface energetically. But I think this person's having a lot of realizations, really stepping into that intuitive mind that is beginning to guide them, again, with this Hanged Man energy, you know, towards resolution, towards possibly some action, some potential action in this connection, you know, with you and this person together again in a reunion or in a union for the first time. And we also have on that note the 6 of Cups, which is pleasure in this deck, but it's also, again, a card of reminiscence, of nostalgia, of the past returning, and again, of connection or reconnection, specifically reunion. So there's something really strong that's kind of brewing, again, underneath the surface energetically. It does feel like it's something that you wouldn't necessarily be aware of with this moon energy prominent here. Again, it could be very well hidden and concealed. You may even be in no contact with this person, but it does feel like the lightning with this tower energy is ready to strike. And there is going to be something that changes in this connection, I feel, in the near future. But let's go ahead and see. Let's get a clarifier first for this 2 of Pentacles change. What's going to be happening? 6 of Wands, victory. Someone coming back, you know, stronger and better than they were before. Coming back into your field of awareness. Yep. So we have the 7 of Swords here, which is, you know, called futility in this deck. It's a card also that can be of strategy. But it's somebody who was previously not feeling very strong or very secure. Knight of Wands suddenly having this resurgence of inspiration and desire to come forward. So how exciting is that, pile 1? Love that. Let's get some more oracle on the table as well. Transformation, pressure. Actually, this was one of the cover cards for yesterday's reading. I told you transformation is heavy with this energy of this pile. And we have, I can't even pronounce that. I'm going to just call that rain. I'm looking at this as abundance, as movement and change. Once again, the rain actually allows a lot of things to change, to grow, to expand. It helps reawaken and enliven the landscape, refreshes it. And so, you know, again, this is this energy here of cultivation, of this nurturing, this energetic sort of movement, but nothing actually translating yet into concrete action, and yet the pressure is building. I do feel like this, again, it's bubbling just under the surface and it's about to explode. That tower is about to come down. This is super, super exciting. Let's see also from the Deep Place Oracle deck. What do we have here? Imagination. This person definitely in a very dreamy sort of an energy regarding the 2 of you. And shoreline. So again, the shoreline energy for me, the moon prominent here, kind of showcasing the idea, the element of intuition really playing a part in this person's current, you know, I guess, energy and approach to this connection. The shoreline for me is all about how we sort of ride the perimeter. We don't dive deep. You know, with the Hanged One especially, this is us suspending and surrendering and not taking action, not diving in. But this person thinks about it. So they ride the line, and yet they imagine themselves kind of just going for it, taking that leap of faith. And I do think, again, that there's some big changes coming with this person, not too far off in the future, especially with that 7 of Swords and Knight of Wands energy. It's like there is something being cooked and just, like I said, rumbling around in the energy just below, you know, it's like the other side of the curtain, peek behind the veil. There is something happening that you just can't see right now. Let's get some detail on that. What is it that pile 1 can't see that's happening with their person? What is changing, or what is happening that they just can't see right now? What's happening? Ten of Cups. So happiness, fulfillment is on the way. Completion. The Six of Swords. Earn success. Moving forward beyond these difficult energies. Death. Again, transformation indicated. Big changes on the way. And the Princess of Swords. Page of Swords. For some of you, this is communication. Yep. Two of Cups. This person coming back into your field of awareness and communicating with you. So how lovely is that? That is excellent. Let's also go ahead and get, what do we want to get here? Well, we kind of already figured out what their intentions and actions are without even having to ask specifically. So with that, I mean, that really kind of helped to get this in a good place rather quickly and efficiently. I was going to have to do a lot more digging, I thought, but your person is just ready to go. Let's see, what is their viewpoint on this connection right now? What are they viewing in this connection or seeing it, their perception of it? How are they viewing this connection with pile 1? You know, we know what their feelings are, their thoughts, what they hope to do, what it looks like they're going to do, but how do they actually view things between you? The Five of Pentacles, you know, there's a lot of worry. So again, a big amount of worry here, wondering if this can actually work. We have the Princess or Page of Discs, which is the Page of Pentacles. So still seeing that vast potential, you know, that ability that they possess, they feel that they possess anyway, that they can bring something to the table. I don't think they necessarily feel like that's something they can do right at the moment, which is part of this hesitating energy. And yet I think that they are building themselves up to get to this point, this Page of Pentacles, where they can present that offer. And then they really think that if they have that in place, this really can go somewhere and take off. But they just worry right now about the circumstances, everything that has to align for that to happen. You know, the Ace of Air, root of the powers of air, which is the Ace of Swords. So this is again that sword of truth, that card of truth energy with this blue, all symbolizing communication and truth as well. This is awareness and clarity. They're seeing the reality of this situation. They're seeing again what this is for what it really is. So if your question at all is, you know, does this person truly have awareness of what this connection is for us, both of us, you know, on my end, on their end, you know, especially with the Ace of Swords and Judgment, absolutely. They see it for what it is and they want it, you know, most importantly, they really, really, truly do want it. So this is excellent. I'm loving all of this beautiful energy. Your person is definitely, I think, coming into a better state of alignment about taking action in this connection after a long pause, perhaps, or a period of withdrawal. Let's go ahead and get some advice for you, pile 1, on, you know, how you can transcend these energies, work through them, work with them, support the energies of this connection and your person as they work through some of their own individual circumstances that they need to resolve, it looks like, and just come to peace with before they can come forward. So for pile 1, let's get some guidance on the table. So many keep coming out here. Full moon in Leo, go wild. Full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. All these full moons. First quarter moon in Taurus, release control. And can we fit one more? I'm sure we can. Last quarter moon in Scorpio, reveal what needs to be seen. And from, once again, the Elemental Oracle, we have Home Earth, card 15, reducing down to 6, the energy of unconditional love. We have Solidity, which I don't even know if that's really a word. Card 18, reducing to 9, inner core. So there is some, you know, focus independently and need for groundedness that you need to engage in as well, pile 1. You're going to support the ascension of this connection and of your person's individual expansion when you also focus on your own energy. Release control, and then we have power, volcanoes, card 9. Again, the energy of independence, solitude, and expansion, North, card 1. So very much, again, yes, the energy here in these cards of guidance from Spirit is that it's important for you to focus on self at this time. Regain your power, your sense of stability. Stay on track with your true north. That's what's going to make the way for expansion in this connection and encourage your person as well. I love the full moons coming out here. So we have Leo energy, that lion, which is, again, coming back to the energy of power here, stepping into your authentic self, living life freely, boldly, wildly, and feeling powerful and strong and confident and ready to take on the world. Full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. This is about just loving life and dealing with it, enjoying it, not dealing with it, but enjoying it and embracing it as it comes to you in whatever context it does, and just feeling happy and present with what is, whatever circumstances that are currently here, release control about them. It's not necessary to be so rigid or so black and white. I'm hearing in your thoughts and views on this connection. Like, if this person's not reaching out to me, it means they don't care, they don't want me. This is not the case, as we've seen today. And I really do think that if you can continue to uphold this energy of optimism and positivity, and again, focus on self, on getting your inner strength, your balance, your personal alchemy, it's really going to help to make this situation evolve with your person. I really think they're on the cusp of some major change. Reveal what needs to be seen. Again, that energy relating back to the moon and how we had all of this kind of going on behind the scenes. Nothing yet is being revealed to you. It will be in due time. I think that's just the nod from Spirit to say, it's coming, it's on the way. That tower is going to fall. There is going to be that, like lightning in a bottle, that stroke of ingenious. There's going to be something that prompts this person. There's going to be a huge impulse. They're going to follow it. They're going to embrace the flow of life, and they're going to act on that. They're going to feel powerful, and they're going to be ready, but you have to be a match to that. So get your energy where it needs to be as well, pile 1, and you are going to see changes, I think, relatively soon. Oh my goodness. I even think of like fiery, Leo energy, Wands energy. Again, very like there's a swiftness, a quickness, and all of this beautiful, look at power, stepping into this energy of action. It's a very action-oriented reading. There's definitely going to be a release of stagnation, if there has been any, on both ends, in your life independently, in theirs, and within this connection. I think everything is going to be opening up. Spirit's going to be giving the green light soon enough. So hopefully you've enjoyed this reading, pile 1, and it's been of help to you, brought you some clarity. If you have enjoyed it, consider subscribing. Let's be friends, okay? Let's hang out again over this, pick a card reading today. Go ahead and subscribe if you feel called to, and if you watch other videos and feel, guided to support me in any way you see fit, feel free to do so. Again, even just non-monetarily. That includes liking, sharing, commenting. Again, let's be friends. Let's connect. Let's engage, interact. It all means the world. It's a wonderful, easy way to support this channel. Again, my growth here, trying to support and reach the wider collective. So that means the world to me if you choose to do so. If you feel like being extra generous, book a private reading with me. That is my best and most preferred way, monetarily speaking, that you can support me and my family, because I love to give back. I love to do something, having an even energy exchange for anything that you send my way. So this is a great way that we can go ahead and help support each other. You can get some insights into your own personal circumstances and individual situation. I get to feel so much abundance and reward for helping to provide guidance to you, and also, again, to make money, right? It's important that we're able to work. So if you feel called to do that as well, you can just go ahead and drop me an email. If you'd like to just support me with a tip, as they say, there are means to do that. Avenues for those options are available in both the description box below, as well as in a comment that is down in the comment section. I believe it's not pinned, but it's beneath the pinned comment. So that has the timestamps. At any rate, pile 1, I've so enjoyed your company today. I hope that you take great care. I'm sending you so much loving, abundant energy in the meantime until we meet again. And until then, pile 1, I hope you take great care. Bye-bye. Hey Pile 2, I'm happy to have you here today. We are going to be taking a look at a deep dive, a check-in, a total energetic check-in of your person. I'm super excited. This is the first I've done this reading. I've always done kind of piecemeal, focusing on a little bit more intently on one area or aspect of your person's energy, whether that be thoughts, feelings, intentions, actions, what have you. Today we're going to be taking a look at absolutely everything all together. I can't wait. Pile 1 was outstanding. Let's see what is in store for you, Pile 2. You chose the Chrysocolla and the Lonely Ice Tarot, this beautiful pink. These were such like cute little watermelon vibes, I feel, with the pink and green. Loving that. Very summery. This is a very summery lineup of decks today. It is June. It's my favorite month. It's my birthday month. I'm so excited. Summer is almost here. My son is almost done with school. There's only a week left. I cannot wait. We get up so early every day. And I'm just excited for the changes that summer brings. It's like, you know, spring is a time of renewal, and then summer is just when things really come alive, and it just feels carefree and joyous and fun and happy. And, you know, the sun is out so long. It's like light out till, in the northern hemisphere anyway, like 9 p.m. almost. It's really, really great. So for you, Pile 2, go ahead and set your intention, as always, that you are ready, willing, and, you know, open to receiving the insights that are going to present forth from Spirit. So this can be a very triggering reading. We're going to get all the details, like literally down to the nitty-gritty, getting really nosy about your person. And with that, you know, some stuff could come through that maybe isn't the most pleasant. I really don't know until I'm pulling the cards, but you know, of course, I like to always relay messages most compassionately as I possibly can. However, sometimes the energies that present forth are rather harsh, or, you know, like I said, may need to accompany a trigger warning. So just be prepared. Ensure that you're in the best energy possible to receive those messages, but also trust that if you've made your way to this reading, you are ready. Spirit has guided you to this time and space at this moment for you to receive these messages. So trust that. Also, go ahead and select a sign if you feel called to do so. Selecting a sign not only helps to anchor and validate the messages that you receive, that you can take them in as your own, but it also is just a lovely way to connect and kind of enjoy the communication that you can have with Source. You know, you ask and it is given, so go ahead and select something. Make it clear what symbology you would like to see. They are always looking to support us and communicate with us in the most efficient, clear way possible. And when you ask for it, again, you'll receive it. You'll not only receive it usually in the reading itself that you've expressed you'd like to see it, but in other areas of your life as well later on. And that's just so fun. Again, it's such a magical way how that happens, and it's a lovely way to play with the universe as well. So Pile 2, again, we're starting with the Lonely Ice Tarot. We're going to get some Oracle as well on the board here. I'm going to take just a quick moment to shuffle these Oracle decks. And we're going to start by taking a look at your person's total overall energy. Kind of what energy are they sitting in regarding the connection? And then from there, we're going to pull specific insights regarding their thoughts, their feelings, what they may be considering doing, what you can expect from them in the future, perhaps. It's going to be really good. There was a lot of information that came out. Before I even had to ask, it was just flowing so well for Pile 1. So I'm hoping for an easy reading for you guys as well. Let's take a look for you, Pile 2. What energy is your person sitting in? One final shuffle, and we're ready to rock and roll. Pile 2's person, show us their current energy towards Pile 2 and the connection, please. What energy are they sitting in regarding this connection? We have the Six of Pentacles, the Hermit, the King of Cups, and the Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles. I have to just check with these, especially because they're so much smaller. I've gotten pretty good, though, at making sure the cards are straight without having to get up and look. We have the Chariot, Ten of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. So this is a person who's definitely focused on collaboration, on coming together, on building something with you. However, the overall energy underlying the reading itself is a Seven of Wands. So there's some type of resistance here. It feels like defensiveness more so, like this person is very cautious. They feel a lot for you. That's coming through very evidently before we're even asking that specific question. We have the King of Cups as the big feeler, okay? So the kings in each suit of the tarot are going to be the masters of that individual suit. Cups being related to emotion. This is somebody who's very emotionally balanced and feels very deeply as well. However, they choose not to often reveal it. And keep it more to themselves. The King of Cups is Scorpio energy, I believe, and Scorpionic energy is very secretive, very like keep to yourself. We have it clarified with the Knight of Coins here, the Knight of Pentacles. This is a very slow-moving energy. This is someone who's slow to open up, who's slow to reveal those feelings, and someone who overall, again, though, you know, while they may keep to themselves quite often, we even have the Hermit presenting here with the clarifier, the Ten of Cups. Someone, again, who I think finds fulfillment and finds regeneration in solitude. It helps them to see things very clearly. It helps them to stay balanced. It helps them to really feel appreciative of this connection when they also have that time and space away, for them to be able to see the vast potential and know that there can be a great, I'm hearing just a great love story here. They're planning on that. They're hopeful for that, but they're, again, very cautious. They're very guarded. There is not a whole lot of initiative, I would say, at this time that you would be seeing from your person in terms of coming forward for an actual relationship, very deep connection. I do think this person's trying to keep it light, much lighter than they even feel, and letting on that they feel. The Six of Coins, though, the Six of Pentacles with the Chariot, they have a very strong urge. They feel often very guided, and almost like impulsively to just give to you, to just give fully of themselves to this connection. And again, I think that that's where the Seven of Wands comes in. They resist those impulses. They're being guided by spirit. The Chariot energy, being a number 7, is very much a divine energy, about being on, you know, the right track, the right path, being fully guided and just inspired and driven to go forward, being magnetized on a certain path. And this person definitely feels that, and they feel that about you. They have a willingness to open themselves up emotionally, in terms of desire, but in actuality, in their current actions, they're not taking those steps. They're staying reserved, they're staying guarded, they're feeling a bit distant emotionally by choice. So let's see what else we've got for pile 2, your person. The Magician. The Three of Swords. This person is trying to overcome some personal struggles that they're dealing with. The High Priestess. It's stuff that you aren't even fully aware of. Again, the Three of Swords here with the High Priestess is this element of mystery, of hiding their pain. It's coming up over that King of Cups, that energy of again, reservation. And the Queen of Swords. They approach things very logically. This could even be an air sign, or someone who's just very logically minded, very smart, has just a certain viewpoint of how they approach the world, a certain perspective, and they're not very inclined to change it. I should reframe that. You know, I'm being told that that's not a good way to phrase that, so that's fine. You know, they do feel a desire to change. That's why we have the Magician here, the deliberate creator, somebody who wants to transcend those energies of difficulty and of strife, of that Three of Swords, that painful energy of the past, perhaps. You know, but again, it doesn't feel like they're really acting on those desires. They're not inclined, meaning they're not actively taking the steps in order to achieve what it is that they supposedly would like to have, which is, you know, freeness, freedom, freeness. The Knight of Cups to come forward to you. The Seven of Pentacles, they want to invest. You know, they do want to invest. I definitely feel like this person is relationship minded. The Two of Coins, but they're so back and forth with it. They're so back and forth with it. The Lovers, yep, it's a really big choice for them. A really big choice, because they feel like there's no going back. The Queen of Cups, they know that you're so deserving of that love, and they want to give that to you, but you know, again, with strength, they hold themselves back. So let's go ahead and get some oracle out on the table and see what else is going on with your person. We have Adventure, South, card 2. This is a really weird card for me in this deck, not one I'm too familiar with, but both of these presented transformation pressure in pile 1 and also as the cover card for pile 1 yesterday. Both of those cards came out for piles yesterday as well. And have here from the Deep Place Oracle? We have togetherness and the mountaintop. This person feels on top of the world when they're with you. They enjoy your company so much. They feel so good, so powerful, it feels like really in touch with who they truly are when they connect with you. And the reason being is because they're feeling more alignment with their emotional body, with their inner self. And that's important because this is something that your person has been disconnected from for a long time. Again, due to that Three of Swords, that pain from, it feels like could be past energies. Because of all that pain, you know, they've really sort of shut down a part of themselves. Their heart space, their heart chakra is definitely blocked for this person. But I think they really enjoy their time with you. Adventure, south here, I'm reading in two different contexts. So first and foremost, again, the idea of adventure, of fun, excitement. They really enjoy their time with you and they'd like to explore more into this connection. They'd like to have more time with you. To, you know, have those experiences. And then at the same time, this is read totally differently in how I read it yesterday. Look at how this is like a spherical sort of a shape. And inside of this sphere is all of these like gears, and it looks like inner workings of something. This is somebody trying to figure out logically how this connection is going to work. Instead of just feeling fully into it, they're sort of being too mechanical, too logical and practical about things. They're just not, again, diving into it, diving into that emotion, feeling into their emotional body and allowing that heart space to truly open. However, there is transformation indicated here. Pressure is building. Similar feeling in pile one, but totally different energy otherwise, different circumstances. This is the energy of somebody who is changing and evolving and growing. And think about how a diamond forms as well. It's under pressure. So I do think this person is almost like a diamond in the rough is what I'm getting. An energy of someone who has vast potential, but is really rough around the edges or really has a lot of work, a long way to go to get there. The pressure is helping them in this context to change, but it also can very easily tip the scales and make them feel, again, more cautious, more guarded, and more defensive and like they need to hold back or pull back. So you may see hot and cold energies from this person, or you may see a disparity between their actions, which could be very loving and very caring or very receptive to you emotionally, as if they are feeling very deeply, yet their words, perhaps what they're communicating or what they claim when you have discussions about things is that they maybe don't feel that deeply, or they have desires to keep things light and fun. Again, enjoying their time with you with this togetherness card and the adventures card as well. But it's just not fully integrating and coming into this feeling of security about that vulnerability to be open with you and expressive, which will obviously allow things to go forward, right? So let's go ahead and see what your person's actual thoughts and feelings are. We're going to do feelings up top at the first row, thoughts beneath that. The Nine of Wands. They feel guarded. They feel hesitant. The Knight of Swords. This is more defensiveness. The Emperor, stubbornness, rootedness, groundedness, security, focus. The Five of Swords. This person, yeah, definitely is very on guard right now. I don't even know if there's been there could have been some sort of, arguments or tense energies between the two of you, and they feel very reserved as a result of that as well. But they definitely don't feel comfortable. Their feelings, that's more feelings for the connection though. Let's get feelings for pile two. The Ace of Wands, definitely very passionate energy. The Empress, yes. So they're the Emperor though, and here's the Empress, beautiful. They see you as their divine counterpart. They feel it, they know it deep down. The Two of Swords, but they choose ignorance. They choose not to focus their energy there. And the Queen of Wands, again, there's a lot of focus on the sexiness, the sexy aspect more than the emotions. Now let's take a look at their thoughts. What are their thoughts currently? We have Temperance. And the King of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords. And the Three of Wands. Again, they just feel very held back. So their thoughts often surround coming forward and doing things right, if you will. With this King of Pentacles, King of Coins energy, they have a strong desire to be a stable presence in your life. They want to show up. They want to be consistent. I do think ultimately also deep down, they want this commitment with you. However, they're having a lot of struggle to balance out their anxiety. We have Temperance here, which is an energy of alchemy, of coming together, and again, of balance, of peace and harmony, but it's also very much contradicted and belied by this Eight of Swords, this energy of strife and anxiety, worry, despair, overthinking, catastrophizing, just feeling very insecure about things. The Three of Wands, this is why they kind of just stay where they are. They have a lot of thoughts, ideas in their head, I'm hearing. A lot of planning that always goes on, but they don't act on anything. And yet I'm hearing, and you should know that by them even expressing that they have any plans at any point in time, or knowing that they have these plans that they think in their mind, is actually a good sign for the way this person is as a person and how they interact in relationships or in connections with others. So even just the fact that they are minded, in a sense, they're oriented towards future planning with you, is something that is more of this King of Pentacles energy that you should be, that if you can recognize that and appreciate that about this person, they are doing the best that they can, I'm hearing, in light of a lot of internal obstacles, it feels like. So they are struggling, a lot of anxiety, a lot of weightiness that way. Again, that's contributing to that defensiveness, that Seven of Wands we saw earlier as well. But they do plan and foresee a future, perhaps. I just think it's like someday energy, not anytime, real soon. So let's take a look in light of this, though. What is, what are their next actions? What can Pile 2 expect from their person? What's going to happen with this? And the Five of Wands, the Moon, the Five of Cups, and the Four of Cups. So this is where the trigger warning comes in. I don't really see many changes for this person. The Four of Cups is a very indignant or kind of stubborn energy, once again, of somebody who's not choosing to take action and come forward. The reason being, again, they're still processing through a lot of losses or a lot of pain with the Five of Cups, and they're struggling, to just really be in that emotional body, to both process through past emotions that are a struggle for them, and also to open up to this energy of this connection. They really need to heed their intuition, and I feel like that's something they're going to be working on, and that's going to be more energetic than actually 3D oriented in terms of action, but it is still progress. They're going to be listening more to what their inner voice tells them. Any action towards Pile 2? What will the action be towards Pile 2 in the near future? Next few months, perhaps. The World. The Nine of Swords. The Star. And we have 2, the Page of Coins with the Tower. So within the next few months, you could be seeing some progress, Pile 2, but it may be, kind of a bit far out into the future. But the World is an energy of completion, of something finally closing out once and for all. And what I think is closing out is this Nine of Swords, this anxiety. And what's being replaced with is this energy of optimism, of faith, of hopefulness, and the Page of Coins with the Tower. So somebody who is going to finally just take that leap of faith, I think, and present forth with an offer of some sort. It may be small, it may be, pretty insignificant in the grand scheme of things, but what I'm hearing is for this person, it's going to be huge. It's going to be super, super impactful. It's going to really literally shake up their whole world to make this decision and to act on this and to present this offer to you. Yeah, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. This person traditionally just has withheld their love, it feels like. What is this offer? The Hierophant, the Five of Coins, and the Fool. Yeah, this is taking a leap of faith. This is having a new beginning. For some of you, this is an actual commitment, something a little bit more formal. Justice. For some of you, it could be a marriage proposal. That would be really interesting, right? But it definitely could happen. The King of Swords wanting to slide off the back. That could be a communicator, somebody who is finally speaking their truth. I think it's so many different outcomes, because there's a lot of people maybe watching this pile. So it's going to depend upon your individual circumstances, but there may be something maybe farther off into the future, maybe not the next few months, but a little farther into the year even, where you will start to see things pick up and some more promising and encouraging energy with this person. Let's see what else we've got from the Oracle. Power, volcanoes, absolutely. So that tower coming down, this person stepping into power. We have purity ice. So this is the energy of someone who was previously just very, again, stoic, solid, not moving, inactive. And then this horse is just like going forward, just going for it. So it's those two polar opposite energies stepping into power. It's almost like I read this going ascending. We have this ice energy, which is that energy of restriction, of coldness, them starting to open up and move forward, and then blasting into this heat, this passion, this inspiration of this powerful volcanoes energy. And from the Deep Place Oracle, the waters. Yep, look at how this person is just literally immersed in that water. They're finally allowing themselves to feel it, pile 2. It's beautiful. And Vespers. I just feel like keep the light on. Keep the light on. I'm coming. I'm on my way. Vespers depicts 2 individuals in the shadows here. Something that's unknowing, and yet you have the 2 flames lit. This could indicate twin flames for some of you. It's definitely a mirrored energy on either side, but we have the silhouettes of both individuals. And again, I just feel like this is connection. This is taking things slow and progressive and just sort of trusting the light despite all of this darkness that surrounds, and them finding their way finally. I like to always pull from the deck book when I'm not incredibly clear on the meaning. Vespers is not a word that's readily in my index. So let's see if the book has anything to impart on us for Vespers. It says, Vespers is evening holy time, a space for contemplation, ritual, and prayer beyond the daylight hours, and an invitation to step more deeply into holy darkness. Vespers is a space to see by candlelight, embrace the sacred shadows, and look more closely at what's being reflected back to us in the still dark waters. There are times to step into the fullness of light and color, to embrace the gifts of triumphant vibrancy and dazzling brilliance. And then there are times to step more deeply into magic of a different kind, to hold vigil in the stillness the shadows illuminate. What waits for you there? And it indicates evening, shadow, contemplation, reflection, holy darkness, vigil, and quiet. So again, just kind of feeling into the light, but sitting in that darkness and trusting and having that contemplation. And then again, I'm feeling very much with these 2 mirror images, them fully finally embracing this connection, at least energetically opening themselves up. I do think that is going to happen first before you'll actually perhaps see it concretely in the 3D. So let's get some guidance for you, pile 2, on how you can best support the ascension, the continued ascension of this connection, support your person through these energies. What is the guidance for pile 2 for the viewer watching? Ooh, we had 3 jump out, so we'll take them. We have go deeper, which is new moon in Scorpio. So that Scorpio energy that we saw earlier with the King of Cups, which your person is sitting in. We have the first quarter moon in Aries, step into your power. We have power right there as well. And new moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. And a few more from the Elemental Oracle. Wildness, electricity. So a lot of magnetism and firepower here. Wands energy. We have, this is discipline, time. Give it time, patience. And passion. This also came out for the pile yesterday, the soul. So essentially the guidance for you, pile 2, go deeper, get in touch with what lights you up. Okay, this is independent energy. I'm feeling this is definitely about waiting, about holding space for somebody, allowing that time for things to evolve. The discipline is to be, I think, just it's funny because discipline would imply rigidity or structure, but I'm actually feeling that the structure is to release control, to surrender to it, to just allow things to be as they need to be, and just have more governance over your own life and not be focused on what others, especially this person, is doing at this time. Step into your power with the first quarter moon in Aries. So this is about you also becoming more powerful as this person is gaining their own strength. You stepping into that same kind of fiery energy of inspiration. We have wildness, electricity. This is you living your life, your truth, whatever that is that lights you up. That's what's going to, I think, unlock the key to allowing this person to feel that comfort, that safety, the security, and the confidence to take things deeper as well. And we have attuned to the divine with passion, this soul. Again, this is about just like really holding firm and fast to your authenticity, who you truly are, awakening more to this self, discovering more about yourself, what really is, speaking to your soul. And this is also just, could be a nod to further refining your spiritual practice, whatever those beliefs may be, really tuning into source energy, being in touch and very deeply connected there. Could also be what this go deeper energy is as well, in order for you to just, again, radiate that beautiful positivity that is the inner being, that is our soul, that is source energy. That is what kind of, again, unlocks the door to all of this vast abundance and this beautiful manifestation of, in this case, love that can come to you. Supporting this person seems to be something that you'll have to do energetically more than anything else. And it's through your own growth, your own progress, your own progression. Look at how in this wildness card with this electricity, her whole solar plexus chakra, her whole midsection is lit up with this beautiful burst of light. And I just really think that that's what it's about, is just lighting your own self up, feeling secure and content and just as joyous as you can. And being just a radiant light, an energy source for this person, an outlet for them almost. Like, think of moths to a flame. They're going to be so drawn to you and so inspired by you and really looking to you as a guiding light, which is going to help them come fully out of the darkness and step into this energy of the waters here, of diving deep and of pursuing this connection. It can happen, pile 2. I'm so hoping that for you, but it looks promising here. Your person's a little bit closed off. That heart chakra has to open up, but I really think that that is something that can happen for sure, if not within the next few months, within this year also. Just one moment. Yeah, for some of you, that marriage proposal energy, that marriage proposal or offer of love, commitment, whatever it may be, is definitely coming towards the end of this year. So for some of you, there may not be much progress in the next few months, and then a huge leap forward, a huge tower moment towards the end of the year. For others of you, more steady progress beginning in the next few months. Again, take that how it will for your particular situation. So you may have to wait a bit longer, but then it'll be like an even greater, sweeter reward once you get it. And for others of you, just steady progress, steady growth. But either way, this person's a bit closed off. They will and can open up. It'll just take a little bit of time depending on your person, your individual circumstances. But it does look like there is a bright future for you regardless, pile 2. And definitely, I think, for this connection as well ahead. So pile 2, I hope that you've enjoyed this reading and that it has been of help to you, brought you some clarity. If you have enjoyed it, let's connect again. Let's be friends. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel or support me in other ways that are totally free, that are a wonderful energy exchange for the exchange of tarot today that you have received in this video. That would be liking, sharing, commenting. All of that engagement helps to really increase my brand outreach here on this platform, which is my goal, of course, to reach the wider collective. If you feel guided to also support me in additional ways, my preferred method is, of course, a private reading. That is my way of being able to give back as I receive abundance from you. Go ahead and tap into your individual circumstances, read more on a personal level for you, and of course, connect with gorgeous souls like yourself. So if you feel guided to seek out private services, feel free to give me an email. Send me an email rather, and I can give you all of the details about private services. So that again is the best way that you can connect with me or support the channel. It allows me to connect with you back and give back as well. But if you feel like doing anything like a tip or anything additional, or on a smaller scale, there are ways to do that also. It's always going to be included information for those avenues and those options in both the description box below as well as in a comment that will be found underneath the pinned comment in the comment section. So Pile 2, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope to see you again. I'm sending you so much loving, abundant energy in the meantime. And until next time, Pile 2, I hope you take great care. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3. I'm so happy to have you here sharing space today. You have chosen my favorite of the 3 piles, the beautiful Muse Tarot with the coral borders, which is the indie version, and this orange calcite. Beautiful tropical vibes, summery vibes for sure. And we are in the month of June. If you are seeing this reading when it is first being uploaded, it is my favorite month, my birthday month. So excited. And I'm feeling great today. I chose some really vibrant, bright decks to explore your person's total energy regarding this connection. It is a complete energetic check-in on your person. All right, here, what's going on? Let's just do that because I don't have time and patience. A complete energetic check-in on your person. So normally I go ahead and I just look at one aspect of your person's energy, whether that be thoughts, feelings, actions, intentions, what have you. But today we're actually going to be taking a peek at everything all together. So getting the complete and full lowdown on what is going on with your person, what is happening in this connection, what are they thinking and feeling, what action you may expect from them in the near future, perhaps, and definitely just like what is going on with them. So we're going to start with the tarot, of course, this beautiful, beautiful indie. This is probably one, if not one of the absolute favorite decks that I own that is independently created. I would say of all my decks, but especially of the indie decks from Kickstarters and such. It's just gorgeous, and I highly recommend it if you enjoy collecting tarot decks as well. The Muse Tarot indie version is incredible. So, perfect. And we are going to get some oracle as well, but we're going to start with this tarot, get a full sort of energetic picture of where your person is sitting in regards to this connection, rather. So while I'm shuffling, take just a brief moment to set the intention that you're ready, willing, and open to receiving the insights that Spirit is going to bring forth today in these messages, because it can be a triggering reading. We are getting super nosy and diving deep, and so with that, there could be all sorts of stuff that comes through. You just want to make sure that you're prepared to receive it. So also go ahead and as you do that, select a sign, whatever you feel called to select. I often have something pop into my head when I'm watching a reading. My intuition just tells me like a frog or just random things I'd never asked for. So just allow it to come to you, whatever answer of what you should be looking for. Spirit will help guide you in that way. And whatever sign you choose, which can be anything, you will often see it not only in the reading you've asked for it, but also in other areas of your life as well. It's a lovely way that Spirit can just very easily and efficiently communicate with us and support us, which they are always trying to do, by the way. And it also allows you to not only anchor and validate the messages that do come through, but it's a lovely way to just play with the universe and see how it all works and see how you do always get what you want when you ask for it, and then line up with it. Allow that energy to flow. So it's just a wonderful way to, I would say test the universe, but just play. Play is a softer word. Select your signs. All right, pile 3, Muse Tarot, these beautiful, gorgeous, oh, such a gorgeous deck. What is going on with pile 3's person, please? Pile 3, energetically speaking, what is going on with pile 3's person in this connection? We have the 7 of Materials. This is the 7 of Pentacles. The Queen of Materials, Queen of Pentacles. The 9 of Emotions, Cups. And the 4 of Emotions, 4 of Cups. Clarifying these energies. We have the 3 of Emotions, which is the 3 of Cups for the 7 of Pentacles. The Hanged Muse, the Hanged Man for the Queen of Materials. The Tower for the 9 of Cups, and Justice for the 4 of Cups. Underlying energy that supports the overall theme of the reading is the 10 of Wands. So Feeling a little bit overwhelmed, but still trekking forward, it feels like. Let's go ahead and check that all of these cards are even and in shot here. And they are. So pile 3. I had this overwhelming need after I laid the cards that I needed to take a break and come back to these energies when I'm doing so, which is now. So there's a reason for that, and we'll remain to see what that is. But we've laid out the initial cards for your person's current energy of how they're sort of approaching or interacting, and what energy they're sitting in regards to the connection. I do want to get some oracle as well right away before we begin. I'm going to start with the elemental oracle here. This is actually the deck I used for the cover cards for yesterday's reading. They're very beautiful. And I highly suggest that you check that reading out if you feel drawn to it. Great stuff in that one also. We have Clarity, Mountain. Maybe that's why I had to take a break and step away. I needed to gain more clarity on this. Who knows? And Alchemy, Magic. So what energy is your person sitting in? You know, I'm going to start with this 10 of Wands, this 10 of Inspiration. So how funny that Wands in this suit are called Inspiration when the 10 of Wands is traditionally a card of obstacles or overwhelmment and feeling burdened. You know, 10s in tarot all represent also completion, the ends of cycles. It's feeling to me actually though, like this person, as I said, was setting out on a journey and going forward despite there being some hardships or challenges, some struggles in the way. If this is resonating, I'm really feeling like pile 3 is going to need to watch that struggles reading. That seems like it has a tie-in or some relevance. So this person is definitely feeling the weight of something. Look at how she's holding with the main image, this heavy jug. And then in all of these subsequent, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 look like cattle of some kind, and they're all, you know, positioned with those jugs, almost looks like on their back. So this heavy weight, this burden, some energy, but yet they're still trekking forward on that inner journey. I'm feeling like this person is very self-focused. You know, they're not necessarily seeing the truth of this connection at this time. We do have the 4 of Cups, which is a card of sort of, you know, overlooking, maybe being a bit indignant, certainly rejecting some aspect of the connection, and justice here. That could be the truth, I mean, quite honestly, but let's get a clarifier. Maybe it means something else additional. What is being rejected here with justice? Ace of Materials. I don't think this person sees that there is a way forward with you. And I actually think, you know, and again, revisiting this 10 of Wands, you know, she's positioned, depicted in black, wearing black. The cattle are black as well. And it did feel relevant, and I didn't know immediately why that was. But, you know, I think it's the energy of grief, of like a morose, almost like think of a funeral. In a lot of Western cultures, black is the sign of mourning, and so it's what's worn at funerals. It's to signify death, and it does feel like this person is sitting in an energy of being a bit, again, grief-stricken over perhaps an ending in this connection maybe, and just feeling that weight, that burden of sadness as they carry forward. And they don't see that there can be a new beginning between you, and yet they so much want to just pursue what they want. They want to shake things up. They want to do whatever needs to happen to get what they want here, which I believe is you in this connection. The Queen of Materials with the Hanged Man. Something's holding them up. This could be another connection. This could be a mother figure. What is this Queen of Materials and Hanged Man energy? Ooh, we had several fall out. Let's see what we've got. The Hierophant. This is a marriage for some of you. It's a marriage. It's definitely presenting as like a very concrete obstacle, right? Another person. And if this person is married, this can also be, you know, needing to pursue things or do things in a more morally aligned fashion. And so I think that was a dual message of this person sort of rejecting things at this time because it's not morally correct to do so, but also because they're not seeing the truth of the reality that there can be a new beginning here. They really think that things are pretty much over between you. The mountain is also significant because the mountain typically for me refers back to Lenormand energy, which represents literal obstacles. However, in this deck, it's called clarity. So she's at the top of these mountain peaks, and she has all of these points of light, all of this awareness, this brightness, and she's even cloaked in white, which is, you know, purity, the symbol of innocence, and I think of birth, new beginnings. And she's just contently and quietly just resting peacefully on this mountain, gaining all of that perspective, you know, in her solitude. I do think that that's what could be coming for your person. It does present though like they're not seeing everything as it needs to be, or as it truly is. They're feeling, you know, like they need to sort of hunker down. It's coming through to me an energy of needing to reserve one's efforts, reserve one's strength. And so there's almost like an ignorant is bliss, distracting themselves with other activities and other things because they can't really, you know, she's content in her little space here, but look at how many things are, you know, how many mountaintops are seemingly blocking her from a path forward. Yet she's perfectly and completely content in that energy. I think your person is trying to make the best of a situation that they have to remain in. We also have the Seven of Materials with the Three of Cups. So the energy that they're sitting in, it does feel like they are definitely invested elsewhere, or they've been invested in something for a long time. But it also feels like they've harbored these feelings for you for a long time. What is this Seven of Materials and the Three of Cups? Let's get a clarifier for that. The Six of Swords. And the Lovers. Again, this is an element of choice, to move forward or to stay where they're invested. Choosing happiness or choosing comfortability. This person's really struggling to see the path forward. Again, in this Four of Cups and Justice, to see the truth, the reality, to gain that clarity. And yet alchemy, magic, they're really feeling into this situation. And as much as they think, practically speaking, there's no way this can work, I'm with someone else, or this would disrupt my life too much, or this person wants nothing to do with me anymore, you, the viewer. They feel so much magic and so much alchemy, so much harmony with you, so much just potential. All of this in the palm of this person's hands, you know, it's divine. This is a number 7, reducing to a number 7, the energy of divinity. And it just feels like they can't let this go. As much as they have tried to, maybe they've tried to walk away, maybe they are slowly moving forward in their life, or they're attempting to, but emotionally not at all. They feel so deeply connected, it's like they can't escape you. What else for pile 3? The Page of Emotions. They want to communicate, they want to come back, they want to come forward. The Queen of Emotions, the Queen of Cups, they want to be expressive, they feel so much. Yeah, Six of Cups, they want to reunite. Oh my goodness. And the Muse of Emotions, the King of Emotions. Yes, the King of Cups situated with the Queen of Cups and the Six of Cups in between. Definite reunion. Page of Emotions wanting to come forward. That's actually a super, super beautiful energy. I want to get a screen capture of that. That is perfect. Oh my goodness. I've never seen such a thing. This person, yeah, definitely wants to come forward towards you. So let's go ahead and get their actual feelings and thoughts. Let's go ahead and discover what that is for you, pile 3, with your person. We're going to do feelings in the top row here, thoughts just beneath. What is pile 3's person's current feelings towards pile 3 and the connection? The Knight of Emotions, again, wanting to come forward with an offer, wanting to speak their truth. Ace of Voices, Ace of Swords, yep, communication. Definitely feeling the urge to connect, and yet they're resisting that. And this is the Muse or King of Materials, King of Pentacles. They're feeling very secure in their emotions for you. I don't think there's any ambiguity in terms of what they're feeling and what the significance of this connection is to them, pile 3. I think more so they block it out because they know, again, it's coming forward this Tower energy. There's going to be upheaval. It's going to change their life to come back towards you. It's a risk. I'm hearing it's a risk. Let's see what their thoughts are. Where are they at in their headspace right now? The Page of Inspiration. So they're thinking about just going for it. They're getting those impulses quite often, the Eight of Materials, but they're choosing to ignore them and focus on work, focus on their own life. The Devil. They're chained to this. They can't stop thinking about it. It's like obsessive almost. It's a very, very involved energy. And the Two of Wands. You know, they're choosing themselves right now. They're choosing to focus on what they can control. They've made a decision. You know, the Nine of Materials, Nines in Tarot are very self-focused. They're independent, solitary energies, energies of introspection. In this case, this is an energy of someone who is focusing on their own material pursuits, their own abundance. Their thoughts, though, are of you constantly. They're trying to drown those out with work, as I'm seeing, and they can't. It just keeps being reignited. Yeah, awakening. This is Judgment in this deck, I believe. They just keep being reminded of this connection. It's like they can't get away from it, which is so incredible. That's so, so funny. Let's go ahead and pull some more Oracle. Let's do that for a minute. Thoughts and feelings with the Oracle cards. Passion, the soul. As I said, they're feeling so fired up. Companionship, animals. They're wanting to connect deeply. They're seeing things. I want to say they're seeing things clearly, but I don't think that's really the case. So what I think is with their mind's eye, with the soul, right? With their inner being, they're starting to feel into this energy and feel more optimistic, or feel an inspiration again, feeling an urge to act, even though their logical mind is like, what are you thinking? There's no way. There's no way. From the Deep Place Oracle, first time out on the table today, we have fullness. As I said, feeling so abundant, feeling so ready to come forward. And the mountaintop, two references to the mountain. Again, I think of the mountain as obstacles and challenges or burdens, something immovable, something that can't be shaken. But I also think that relates to your person's feelings. We did just ask for feelings. And I think they feel very connected to you. They're really having that like resurgence of emotion, and it's giving them a lot of abundance, a lot of fullness, and just peace. And then, you know, it's not changing. The mountain, it's forever solid and firm. They are feeling what they're feeling, and nothing is going to change that. I think they see that no matter what life circumstances, what you know, changes they make in their material world, none of it is ever going to be able to erase you. So let's go ahead and see what actions you might expect from them in the near future or the next few months. Is anything going to be changing and shifting? What are their actions? What can you expect from them? What are they intending to do? What might their moves be for pile 3? The Six of Wands. So this is somebody coming back out into the light. This was also a similar energy to pile 1. You know, this is the energy of somebody gaining confidence and strength and coming forward. The Moon. That could be hiding, but we'll see. Absolutely not. With that Knight of Wands, absolutely tapping into intuition, feeling guided, and charging forward quickly. The Wheel. Oh gosh, a divine shift is coming for you, pile 3. It is coming, and that is going to be so exciting. What is the shift? What is the shift? Okay, so out of Nine of Voices, Nine of Swords, balance from that anxiety, from that stress and fear, whatever it is that they felt was holding them back previously. Again, it could be a partner, it could be just we saw the Four of Cups with justice, maybe not seeing the truth of the reality. They're going to come into that awakening. They're coming into that awakening, I think, even now. Their thoughts are shifting, and this divine shift of the wheel. And also it's a number 10. Remember, energy is of 10 in tarot and numerology are completion and the end of a cycle. So the end of this cycle of anxiety, of worry, of perhaps overthinking, lack of confidence, and stepping into this energy of victory and having truly victory over their thoughts, and achieving that balance, that inner alchemy that's needed. What else? What else can they expect from this pile 3 person? Oh my goodness, the King of Inspiration, the King of Wands, somebody coming forward, 3 of Wands. They've been planning this for a while. the Empress card 2. This deck actually has 2 Empress cards. The Empress was originally, misnumbered, and it was number 2. I also have the number 3, but I choose to keep the number 2 in here because I think she's significant. In this case, the embodiment of the Empress card 2 for me relates back to, of course, the High Priestess energy, the energy of stepping into intuitive power, also the energy of just abundance and creation, which is naturally associated with the Empress regardless of number. And then number 2s in tarot also being related to partnership. And we did have the companionship card here. So again, being very relationship and partnership or union minded. The 5 of Swords. So this is just, again, having a bit of that lingering sort of fragmentedness, being unclear, unsure, but I think overcoming that. Yeah, Knight of Materials, Knight of Pentacles, slowly gaining victory over this. And we have Strength on the bottom of the deck. Again, overcoming obstacles and really starting to be back in their power. That energy of confidence, of assurance, stepping forward. How exciting, pile 3. So if you haven't heard from this person, or if you guys have been sort of on the outs, or it's been challenging and difficult because there's been all this interference or this energy of a third party or just something that's been getting in the way, it does look like your person is having a major, major breakthrough. I want to get just a few more oracle cards on this. And for that, I'm going to pull the Moonology Manifestation Oracle. Yeah, so full moon in Taurus. Taurus being earth energy, groundedness, stability. They are definitely, it says, detoxifying, cleansing, releasing any burdens. And new moon in Aries, go for it. They are going to go for this. Reflect on your priorities. I think they've already begun to do that. They're seeing what's important. They're seeing that you are what they want, and they can't just let this connection go. They can't. They tried. Yep, full moon in Capricorn, more earth energy, more groundedness, stability, security. Beautiful. Take a reality check. Seeing things clearly for the first time. Again, coming into that awakening energy and feeling confident and powerful to step forward. How gorgeous. I love it so, so much. I'm so glad I stepped away too. This pile wasn't immediately coming through to me super clearly of what needed to be said, and I was laying the cards, and of course it always comes through eventually, but sometimes quicker than others. And this was just one that wasn't immediately hitting me. And then come to find out, I take a step away as I'm guided to do. I come back and it just flows so beautifully. I love that. Let's go ahead and get some final guidance for you, pile 3, how you can best support the ascension of this connection, support this connection with your person as they're moving through these energies, and of course yourself. Guidance for pile 3, speaking your world, voice. Darkness, the moon. Expansion, north. And from that same Moonology Manifestation Oracle deck, full moon in Gemini, embrace the flow of life. These are very similar energies to pile 1. New moon in Pisces, attune to the divine. And last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. So guidance for you, pile 3. First of all, speaking your world, voice. I do think that there's definitely going to be an opportunity for communication. Make sure that you gather your thoughts together and that you're in the best energy possible so that you can be open to channel and communicate with this person in the most effective way possible. Full moon in Gemini, embracing the flow of life, is just getting happy. Again, getting yourself prepared, getting ready to be ready, stepping into that energy where you're going to feel confident and assured as well to approach this situation when this person returns, because I do think they're coming back. You know, as part of this too, we have darkness, the moon. That's kind of where you're sitting in currently, the energy of stillness and of reflection and of attuning to the divine, as it says, with new moon in Pisces. Pisces also, Piscean energy being water, and a water element, very emotional, very deep, but very, kind of concealed in that emotion. So a lot that's, again, bubbling under the surface with this moon energy, things yet to be revealed, but stepping into and understanding and aligning with the energy that your intuition is bringing forth, helping you to really be on the path to your true north, which is the expansion. That's what you're desiring, both in your own life independently and in this connection. And I think what's going to happen is you're going to see tenfold all the way around, as it says in this last quarter moon in Leo, things lightening up, things opening up, enjoying and feeling free and happy in life again, after a period of perhaps, obstacles, a lot of mountain energy that came through. Your person's getting a reality check. I think you've already achieved one, and are just needing to step into that energy to allow this manifestation. But this person is on their way. They are coming back, and this is so exciting because if you haven't heard from him in a while, if there's been any kind of, like I said, dissension or disconnect, I really think that, again, things are going to lighten up. The load is going to be less. That burden is easing. Remember that original card, the overall theme of this energy of this reading with the 10 of Wands, all of that heavy weight being lifted. It's being lightened up, and I think it's going to be amazing in the future what you see changing with this person, that divine shift of the wheel and this energy, just this levity that's coming in. So exciting. I'm so happy for you, pile 3. I'm sending you so much loving, abundant energy with this reading if it has resonated for you. And if it has, and you've enjoyed this content today, I have lots of other playlists, first of all, that have similar readings such as this. Feel free to check those out. But let's be friends, you know, go and look at my other videos, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. This will also make you aware every time I post in the future other videos. If you feel called to support me in other ways as well, my primary focus and preferred method is a reading. If you wish to support me monetarily, the channel, it allows me to connect with you on a more individual basis, obviously look at your personal energies, your individual circumstances and situation, but also to be able to give back, you know, in exchange for the abundance that I am receiving also. So that's always preferred. But if you just feel generous, want to send a tip, purchase a deck for the channel to be donated, or any other means, those avenues and ways that you can do so are all available in the description box below, as well as in a comment that will be somewhere around the pinned comment in the comment section. But in the meantime, I am sending you again so much loving energy. I hope this has resonated and that this is giving you encouragement for the future. It's so exciting. I'm loving it so much. I hope you take great care in the meantime, pile 3. And until next time, bye-bye.